just tried to shoot me and tried to me, nigga. And you want me to apologize? You.
Some new federal documents just dropped, and it turns out Diddy's lawyer threatened Ray J, and now word on the street is Ray J's shook. We've already seen Ray admit that his life is in danger a couple of days ago, but things just escalated even further. How did things even get to this point with Diddy is what the people want to know. So let's start right there. What is the connection between Ray J and Diddy anyway? The Ray J Diddy connection. Ray J and Diddy's relationship has always been a mix of friendship, collabs, and now major drama with everything going down around Diddy's legal troubles. Let's rewind real quick. So Ray J, the R&B singer and reality TV star, has been tight with Diddy for years. They've both made waves in the entertainment industry, and Ray J's got some serious star power in his blood. He's Brandy's brother and cousins with Snoop Dogg and Bootsy Collins, but lately, things have gotten messy. Y'all know Diddy's facing some heavy artillery out there when it comes to allegations. S-trafficking and racketeering, the list goes on. And Ray J, he's been speaking out like crazy.
Let's get into the Diddy situation, okay? Everybody's flipping out. Nobody knows what to do. Nobody's saying nothing. I know I did the first interview on News Nation, and now I see a whole lot of interviews coming after. Are you guys waiting for somebody to be the front runner to speak out and to say what they feel? Because I'm not scared.
He even dropped some wild claims in the Downfall of Diddy documentary. According to Ray, big-name celebs are out here paying off victims to keep their names out of the drama. Ray J called it catch and where people throw cash to bury bad stories before they blow up. But here's where it gets even wilder. Ray J says ever since Diddy got locked up, he's been getting calls from celebs trying to clean up their messes. They're supposedly offering hush money to stay out of lawsuits and keep their names clean. If true, this shows just how far folks in the industry might go to protect their image when someone like Diddy is in the hot seat.
Here's the other way around that, Harvey. I'll give you money, please don't talk.
You are a well-connected guy. Do you know that what you've just described, is that going on now?
Yes. They want to talk to me. They want to talk to me about what happened to them. They call me. They feel like they can trust me.
Wait a minute. Calling you for what? Calling you for what?
Because they want to tell me about certain things that happened with them and Diddy.
Ray, I want to make sure I understand this. Are these high-profile people calling you because they've had some affiliation with Diddy that they don't want to come out and they think you might be the vessel for it coming out? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
But speaking out hasn't been smooth for Ray J. Word is he's got tension with Diddy's family, especially his sons, Christian, Quincy, and Justin. Things reportedly got heated after a Halloween party where they pressed Ray J about his comments. The sons step in.
Kind of ensued at the end of the party when we were trying to exit the building, actually. I honestly just saw Christian, Justin, Quincy kind of start circling Ray a little bit. Words were exchanged. Things started getting heated as we went into the parking garage. You know, I feel like chests were being bumped. Ray had a backpack, and from the last situation we were outside with the zoo stuff, he went around and tried to go grab his backpack, and he had this satchel on. So I'm like, does he have a blower in there? I don't want it to really get to this level. So out of nowhere, Chris Brown hops out the car like a freaking leprechaun out of the magically delicious sky. And honestly, he started breaking it up. I tried to talk to Quincy, Christian, get their stance on it and let them know that this wasn't the time and the place. I understand emotions are high, and I understand what they're going through.
Things between Ray J and Diddy's sons, Justin, Quincy, and Christian, got real heated recently, and it's got everyone talking. It all popped off on October 29th, 2024, outside a Halloween party in LA, hosted by influencer Tara Electra. Ray J was there with Amber Rose and his manager when Diddy's sons rolled up on him. They weren't feeling the things Ray J's been saying about their pops. The drama went down in the parking lot as people were leaving the party. Witnesses said things got intense quick. Diddy's sons were all up in Ray J's face, letting him know they weren't here for the disrespect. Justin and Christian made it clear they were ready to throw hands if needed. Ray J, though, stood his ground, making it clear he wasn't about to back down, even if it came to that. Thankfully, Chris Brown was there and stepped in before things could escalate. He jumped out of his car, pulled them apart, and helped calm everyone down. Others at the scene also helped de-escalate the situation, so it didn't turn physical. This wasn't the first time Diddy's sons had confronted Ray J about his comments. Reports say they've checked him a few times before in different settings. Ray J still insists he sees Diddy and his family as his own, which just makes all of this even messier. After the incident, Ray J went on social media to confirm what went down. He mentioned it wasn't just Diddy's sons, but a whole crew that approached him. He also gave a shout out to Chris Brown for stepping in and preventing things from getting ugly. This whole situation shows how much tension Diddy's legal troubles have stirred up. Ray J is just one of the many people who are directly caught up in the sauce. But even though nothing happened that night, Ray J is still worried about his safety. Ray J scared? You see, now Ray J has been saying that people are out to get him. He even claims someone tried to take his life recently. He thinks it's all tied to him airing out industry secrets and speaking on Diddy. Ray J has been making headlines for speaking out about Diddy's situation, and let's be real, Diddy's name has been buzzing heavy with all those charges and the civil lawsuits that keep coming in every day. And then there's the whole baby oil party drama involving all these celebs and victims tied to it. The story's messy, no doubt. Now, Ray J's been vocal about it, but that hasn't sat well with Diddy's sons. They've called him out multiple times, but even after being pressed, Ray J hasn't backed down. In fact, the more he talks, the deeper he seems to get into trouble. He recently did an interview with Pastor Jamal Bryant on his podcast, but apparently something went down during that convo that Ray J doesn't want out. He straight up warned Pastor Bryant not to post it, saying, "Yo, if you air that, somebody's getting snatched off the pulpit." Wild, right? He even took to Instagram later, claiming his life's in danger, saying,
I got nothing but love for Pastor Bryant. Shout out to Jamal Bryant. Shout out to Von Alvarez. But if y'all play that interview, somebody getting snatched off the pulpit, don't play the interview. It's not clear. It was out of bounds. Me and Pastor Brian need to talk because the way I was treated was dirty and illegal.
Pastor Bryant responded, saying he'd post the interview but edit out the parts Ray J's worried about. Seems like Ray J might have spilled something he shouldn't have, and now it's coming back to haunt him. But who's really after him? Could it be Diddy's sons? Doubt it. They're not about to risk anything with the feds watching. But it does make you wonder who's pulling the strings. And here's the thing, Ray J's name keeps popping up in these situations. Is he just messy? Or could he be some kind of handler for powerful folks in the industry? He's been known to reach out to people like Raz B, Jaguar Wright, and even Nicki Minaj when they've spoken out about the industry. It's got people asking, does he know more than he's letting on? But here's the thing, someone out there doesn't want him to make it long enough to spill the truth. It's clear Ray J is in a desperate situation, and honestly, his life might really be in danger. Ray J knows a lot, has seen even more, and has probably been caught up in some of it too. Even Diddy's lawyer knows about it. That's why he came after Ray J too. Diddy's lawyer isn't playing around. They've officially sent threats Ray J's way, warning him to back off after all the wild claims he made and all the videos that we've shown. The guy just doesn't want Ray J spilling the beans about big-name celebs paying victims to keep quiet about their ties to Diddy, and that's what has him on the edge. At the end of the day, these threats from Diddy's lawyer show just how high the stakes are right now. Ray J's not afraid to speak his truth, but it's clear that doing so is creating serious tension with Diddy's camp, both in the courtroom and in the streets. Speaking of Diddy's camp, well, let's just say that they've seen better days. Diddy is fried as one can be, and the allegations just keep piling up. It's unlike anything we've seen before. Diddy's wrong. And despite all that, Diddy is still trying to get out on bail. His lawyers pulled up to court just the other day and argued for his release once again. As you know, Diddy's been locked up in Brooklyn on a $50 million bond, but his team still wants to have Diddy in his Manhattan apartment under tight house arrest instead of jail. But the prosecutors aren't having any of that stuff. They're claiming Diddy's out here trying to mess with witnesses from behind bars, using other people to do his dirty work. Now, this ain't the first time he's tried to get bail either. It's actually his third shot since September. Judges have already denied him twice, and they're saying the same thing. Dude's a risk. But the judge this time, Aaron Subramanian, hasn't decided yet. He wants to hear more from both sides before making a call next week. Now, Diddy's team is trying to poke holes in the prosecution's case, saying some of their evidence doesn't hold up, especially this old video with Cassie. They're saying it's complicated, but doesn't prove the claims like the prosecutors are pushing. Oh, and Diddy? He was vibing in court, blowing kisses to his family, acting like it's all good. His team says he's not a danger, and that the whole case has been blown out of proportion. And many agree that Ray J did contribute to that whole narrative. But is there a reason for that? Or is the media just trying a bit too hard to pin Diddy down and hit him while he's vulnerable? Let us know what you think about it down below. And before you go, make sure to check this video out too.
Just tried to shoot me and tried to kill me. And you want me to apologize? You.
You're like, man, I really needed this. I'm gonna come back to church. I've been out of church for a long time. I need to get right with God. I want to do a part 2. I said, oh, that'd be great.
Ray J is no stranger to controversy, but his latest revelation has taken things to a whole new level. The R&B star recently claimed that someone tried to kill him in what appears to be a targeted shooting. This shocking incident has left fans concerned for his safety, and the details surrounding the situation suggest that it's tied to much deeper issues. From feuds with powerful figures to accusations of hush money and betrayal, it seems like Ray J is at the center of a dangerous storm, the shooting incident. Just days ago, Ray J took to Instagram stories to reveal that he narrowly survived an attempted shooting. In an emotionally charged video, he said, "Ninjas just tried to shoot me and tried to unalive me, and you want me to apologize? F you." The statement sent shockwaves through social media, with fans and fellow celebrities alike speculating about who might be behind the attack and why. Ray J's words hinted at an ongoing feud, though he stopped short of naming names. It's clear, however, that this wasn't some random act of violence. The R&B singer alluded to deeper tensions, stating that he had refused to apologize to someone who might have wanted him silenced. While details remain unclear, this incident underscores the rising tensions in Ray J's life, which seem to have been building for months. The shooting has sparked widespread concern, fans urging Ray J to prioritize his safety. Many believe this attack could be linked to his recent public disputes with high-profile figures, including the Combs family and other celebrities tied to controversial allegations. The Halloween Club incident with Diddy's sons.
What were Puppy's children saying to you?
They was just upset about everything, you know, and like they had every right to be.
On what?
Upset about assets being taken.
The alleged attempt on Ray J's life comes just weeks after a highly publicized altercation involving Diddy's 3 sons, Christian, Quincy, and Justin Combs, outside a Halloween party in Los Angeles. Reports indicate that the confrontation was fueled by comments Ray J made about Diddy during a News Nation interview. However, this wasn't the first time tensions boiled over between Ray J and the Combs family. Ray J revealed that this marked the 3rd time Diddy's sons had approached him over remarks about their father, making it clear that the animosity had been building for some time.
He talking about the Combs tried to rush you. And I'm like, what are you talking about? They tried to rush you in Miami?
Nigga, in LA.
Where?
Bro, you know I'm not gonna call y'all because this could go somewhere else. And I'm like, you know, at the club, dog.
But you didn't have Donut then with you?
I have nobody really, dog.
So how many of them was it? 2, 3, what?
I don't know, like 8.
Oh, so it was them at 8 and they tried to rush you for real?
Yeah, but don't put this up, blood.
Nah, it's going out.
During a conversation with WAC 100, Ray J gave more details about the Halloween incident, describing it as a heated argument that escalated quickly. He explained, "I tried to talk some sense into what happened. Luckily, the homie Chris Brown was there. Despite his attempts to keep things civil, the confrontation reportedly involved around 8 people, creating a chaotic scene. Ray J's description suggests he was outnumbered and possibly ambushed. His efforts to defuse the situation highlighted how deeply personal the issue had become for Diddy's sons, who seemingly took their father's defense into their own hands."
The way Chris came out and just I mean, I swear he took Justin and Christian at the same time and just got both of them. I grabbed Quincy. The other security start, you know, his manager, David, their security, they grabbed Ray. So it was like, before actually like things all the way ensued, you know, we had a couple angels by our side.
So do you think that had Chris Brown not been there, that the situation could have gotten, you know, worse or gone?
Absolutely.
You were worried about, you know, shots being fired.
Yes, absolutely. I feel like if Chris wasn't like the bigger voice of reason in that moment, I don't think anything that any of us were saying would have toned the situation down.
What makes this situation even more alarming is the timing of the shooting that occurred weeks later. While no official connection has been made between the Halloween altercation and the alleged shooting, fans and observers are speculating whether these 2 events are linked. Was the attack a continuation of the tension with Diddy's sons? It's not hard to ignore it, considering what's been going on in recent weeks. 50 Cent weighs in on the situation.
Because, you know, they saying that people at the church doing it. So now I can't turn cheek to cheek when somebody hit me because now I'm thinking about butt cheeks. You know, it's like, it's a lot. It's a lot, and it's just not adding up to me.
Even 50 Cent couldn't resist commenting on the chaos surrounding Ray J. On November 10th, the rapper took to Instagram to share his thoughts on Ray J's bold claims about Diddy. In the post, 50 shared a clip of Ray J from his recent News Nation appearance, where Ray made a bizarre comparison that raised more than a few eyebrows. In the clip, Ray J said, "They saying people at the church doing it. Now I can't turn cheek to cheek when somebody hit me, cause now I'm thinking about butt cheeks. It's a lot, and it's just not adding up to me." 50, never one to shy away from drama, captioned the post, "Oh, now I see why they was gonna pack Ray J out, he wilding, bro. It feels like he's saying this because Diddy down bad. I'ma hit Ray and tell him chill, lol." This comment, while lighthearted on the surface, highlights just how controversial Ray J's statements have become. 50 Cent's reaction also suggests that Ray J's words might have contributed to the altercations he's faced recently, including the infamous Halloween Club incident with Diddy's son. Allegations of hush money. In the weeks before the shooting, Ray J made bombshell claims about a hush money operation allegedly connected to Diddy's ongoing legal trouble. During a conversation with TMZ, Ray J didn't hold back, saying, "I'm hearing about artists paying victims to keep their name out of it." He referred to this practice as catch and kills, a term used to describe silencing tactics where damaging stories are buried in exchange for hefty payouts. This revelation painted a dark picture of how far some would go to protect their reputation. Ray J alleged that these payouts weren't just limited to a few isolated cases. He suggested that the practice was systemic, involving multiple high-profile figures, desperate to avoid being implicated in Diddy's legal battles. These accusations struck a nerve, as they directly tied some of the industry's biggest names to the scandals surrounding Diddy. In an explosive interview, Ray J shared, "Somebody has the truth. Somebody pays you to keep it quiet, and hopefully that money that you got paid secures your happiness while you watch the lie continue to succeed." This chilling insight revealed a sinister underbelly of the entertainment industry. What's even more startling is that Ray J claimed multiple celebrities had reached out to him personally. He told TMZ's Harvey Levin, "They want to talk to me about what happened to them. They call me. They feel like they can trust me." This statement suggests that not only are some celebrities potentially implicated in Diddy's alleged crimes, but others may have their own stories of being silenced or exploited. Ray J's position as both a whistleblower and a confidant puts him in an incredibly dangerous spot. The timing of the alleged shooting only deepened suspicions, just as Ray J began pulling back the curtain on these hush money operations. His life was threatened. Fans and insiders alike are speculating that the attempt on his life was a calculated move to intimidate or silence him before he could reveal more. Feuds, MAGA allegiance, and mental health concerns. Adding fuel to the fire, Ray J has faced backlash for his public support of controversial figures, including former President Donald Trump. Just days after the 2024 election, Ray J was spotted wearing a MAGA hat alongside Amber Rose, sparking outrage among fans. This political alignment, while seemingly unrelated to the shooting, has further complicated his public image and alienated parts of his fan base. Additionally, Ray J's mental health has come under scrutiny in recent months. Back in June, he had a public meltdown following an altercation at a BET Awards afterparty. In a now-deleted Instagram post, he wrote, "I'm really at a breaking point. I don't want any more of your dirty money." His emotional state and erratic behavior have raised questions about whether the mounting pressure is taking a toll on him.
I then say, in the middle, said, "Hey, man, this is a live-to-cut podcast. I don't do editing."
Right.
But this is my guy.
Right.
And I don't want him to have to pay money. I don't want to be liable. I tell you what, I'm going to edit this part, but anything else he says,
right,
we gone.
Because he's been warned by his lawyers.
Right.
Already.
Yes.
He knows better.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
We go on and record. At the end, Ryan, of us recording, he's like, "Man, I really needed this. I'm going to come back to church. I've been out of church for a long time. I need to get right with God. I want to do a part 2.
Despite these struggles, Ray J has continued to speak out against what he sees as corruption and cover-ups in the entertainment industry. His recent comments about hush money and alleged conspiracies involving Diddy have only intensified the spotlight on him. The Pastor Jamal Bryant controversy. Amid these escalating tensions, Ray J also found himself in a bizarre feud with Pastor Jamal Bryant. After recording an interview with Bryant, Ray J took to social media to demand that the footage not be released.
Ray J did not like an interview that he did with Pastor Bryant, and here's what Ray J said initially.
I got nothing but love for Pastor Bryant, but if y'all play that interview, somebody getting snatched off the pulpit, me and Pastor Bryant need to talk because the way I was treated was dirty and illegal. I'm telling you right now, we need to work it out, because if we don't, that's going to be a problem.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Pastor Bryant later responded, denying any wrongdoing and expressing disappointment over Ray J's accusations. He clarified that portions of the interview with potential legal ramifications had been edited out and urged Ray J to resolve the matter peacefully. Despite this, the confrontation added another layer of controversy to Ray J's already tumultuous life.
I got threatened.
Yes.
Not by white supremacists.
Yes.
Not by the Klan. Suge Knight is in jail. Who did I get threatened by?
By an R&B singer.
Not Brandy's brother. It can't be.
That's all we can call him is Brandy's brother.
When you woke up,
yes,
because I'm sure, like most of us, you hit the alarm, or you get up, or Miss Carrie nudges you.
Yes,
and you saw your phone.
Well, he prayed.
Or after you put your feet. Well, he always does that.
First.
But I'm just saying, when he looked at the phone and you saw all of what went through your head?
Interestingly, just days after the shooting, Ray J issued a heartfelt apology to Pastor Bryant. In a video posted to Instagram, he said, "Speaking that kind of language to a pastor is uncalled for. I take full accountability for my words." While the apology may have mended their relationship, it left fans wondering if Ray J's anger toward Bryant was misplaced and if the real threat lies elsewhere. Connecting the dots. Many fans and industry insiders believe that the attempt on Ray J's life could be directly linked to his outspoken comments about Diddy and the allegations surrounding him. As Ray J continues to hint at a deeper conspiracy involving celebrities, the stakes seem to be getting higher. His willingness to expose alleged corruption has undoubtedly made him a target, and the recent shooting feels like a chilling warning. Ray J's situation underscores the dangerous intersection of fame, power, and secrets in Hollywood. Whether it's the ongoing feud with the Combs family, his claims about hush money, or the mysterious phone calls from A-list celebrities, it's clear that Ray J is in the middle of something much bigger than himself. As Ray J navigates these dangerous waters, fans are rallying behind him, urging him to prioritize his safety and well-being. While he has shown incredible courage in speaking out, the threats to his life are a sobering reminder of the risks involved in exposing powerful figures. It's a stark acknowledgement of the danger he faces, but also a testament to his determination to stand his ground. So, where does this leave Ray J? Is he really being targeted because he dared to speak out against Diddy's alleged crimes? Or is there more to this tangled web of drama than meets the eye? And what about the celebrities Ray J hinted at? Will they continue to hide in the shadows? Or will more names eventually come to light? Drop your thoughts in the comments below because we need to unpack this together. And before you go, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you won't miss any updates on this jaw-dropping story. And if you think this was wild, check out our next video, where we dive into how Ray J and Kim Kardashian accidentally played a huge role in the rise of the OnlyFans industry. Trust me, you don't want to miss it.
Hi. Our next guest is one of my faves. He's a charming dude. He's also a talented R&B singer who recently released his controversial song, I Hit It First. And he also is the host of Oxygen's Bad Girls All-Star Battle. Please welcome the fabulous Ray J.
So let's dive into what's happening with Wendy Williams and this drama involving Ray J. So, there's this rapper from Sacramento called Suzanne Stunner Girl Brown. She went on her Instagram and started talking about how Ray J might have messed with Wendy Williams' head when she was going through her breakdown. Apparently, she thinks Ray J got Wendy into some heavy stuff during that time. Stunner Girl's basically calling out Ray J, saying he needs to own up to what he did to Wendy. She's questioning how their relationship affected Wendy, who's been dealing with health issues and financial troubles lately. Stunner Girl's got everyone talking about Ray J, wondering if he's to blame for Wendy's current situation. People are speculating about Ray J's influence on Wendy, especially when they were spotted together during her rough patch. Stunner Girl's not holding back, claiming Ray J might have pushed Wendy into a downward spiral. So, there's been some crazy stuff going down with Ray J and Wendy Williams lately. It's got everyone buzzing and speculating about what really went on between them. Rapper Stunner Girl dropped a bombshell on Instagram, accusing Ray J of pushing Wendy Williams into a drug binge. She claims Ray J got Wendy hooked on drugs after they had a fallout over business. Wendy never hid this fact about her.
I had a very long radio career, over 20 years. I interviewed Whitney once in 2003, and many of you all recall that interview. Some of the things that Whitney and I have in common that bonded us, the love of our mother and father, Whitney and I, same age, and both plagued with the demon of substance abuse.
This is what made Stunner Girl say, instead of constantly being worried about me, Ray J needs to focus on what he did to Wendy Williams. She ain't been the same since you took her on that drug binge gang. Stunna Girl, who's 25, called out Ray J, who's 43, saying he needs to own up to what he did to Wendy, claiming she hasn't been the same since he introduced her to that lifestyle. Wendy has been upfront about her battles with addiction, as seen in her docu-series, Where's Wendy Williams? Stunna Girl didn't provide proof for her claims, but she made these accusations right after announcing she and her husband were cutting ties with Ray J. They had partnered with him after Stunna Girl's success on Zeus Network, but something clearly went south between them. Her husband hinted it wasn't an amicable split, and Stunna Girl's fiery posts seemed to back that up. She called Ray J out for allegedly trying to be someone he's not, accusing him of some pretty shady stuff with girls in his team. Stop speaking on me. You're nothing but a Hollywood kid who's having a midlife crisis at 50, faking a gangster image. Once you couldn't pay us for clout and my husband for protection anymore, you started trying to be him. You even tattooed your face like his laughing my A off. Bye. And also, you pay for H's all day but won't pay your team. You're a professional John. You was just gassing Sook saying you had her sign an NDA after you got some of that cat. BIHS can't be on your network unless they pleasing you. You're the biggest creep of them all. Ray J hasn't clapped back yet, so we're all waiting to see how he'll respond. But it's interesting to note that Stunna Girl exposed people before too. She has a thing for speaking up about folks that she finds shady. So let's say a few things about the drama between Stunna Girl, Zeus Network, and Liam Palmer. So let's break down what's going on. Last year, the baddies were gearing up for another season, right? Fans were hyped, but then Stunna Girl dropped a bomb on Twitter saying she's done with Zeus. She straight up said the network's a mess, especially when it comes to money. She was like, I'm not coming back unless I get paid what I deserve, separate from all that other drama. And boy, did she spill the tea. She claimed Zeus was practically begging her to come back after that. Then she really went off. She started calling out Liam Palmer, the CEO, alleging he's been into some sketchy stuff, like domestic violence and other shady things. She even posted videos supposedly showing him getting physical with some of the girls. And that's not all. She threw shade at the whole cast, saying most of them are broke, living large for the gram, but only a handful are really making bank. Liam tried to do damage control with a video featuring his wife, but let's just say it wasn't exactly a convincing PR move. Now, you gotta call it as it is. Stunna Girl may have been onto something then, as she might be onto something now. This isn't the first time we've heard dirt about Zeus. Remember when Vicky sued them? It seems like Stunna Girl had all this dirt bottled up, and once she left, she decided to spill it all. But here's the thing. If Zeus had treated her right and paid her what she deserved, she wouldn't have dropped these bombs. I've always said Zeus isn't innocent in all this reality TV drama. There's a lot more going on behind the scenes than what they show us. And let's talk contracts. Stunna Girl said most of the cast is broke. Nobody ain't precisely counting their pockets, but it wouldn't surprise folks. They're flexing online, but who knows what's really in their bank accounts. And that's the thing about reality TV. You sign those contracts, they own your image and can control what you do. It's like signing your life away without reading the fine print. And if you cross them, they can easily cut you out and ruin your career. Now, we still have a few more things to say about Wendy and Ray J. They have had a bumpy friendship in the spotlight. You've probably caught them together on Wendy's show, where they've dished out some real talk on Hollywood drama and Ray J's projects. Their on-screen chemistry's been good, but behind the scenes, it's been rocky. Stunna Girl's accusations have definitely stirred the pot, bringing their past controversies back into the limelight. Despite the drama, their friendship and work together keep people talking, showing how wild things can get when fame mixes with personal drama. And Wendy's been through a lot with her addiction battles, being open about her struggles with cocaine and alcohol.
For some time now, and even today and beyond, I have been living in a sober house. I am driven by my 24-hour sober coach back to a home, lights out by 10 p.m. So I go to my room and I stare at the ceiling and I fall asleep to wake up to come back here to see you. So that is my truth.
I lost over a decade of my life being hooked on cocaine. Wendy says back then, she was able to turn her life around without rehab.
I don't know how, except God was sitting on my shoulder and I just stopped.
Wendy made headlines when she collapsed on live TV in 2017. She attributed the fall to her Graves' disease.
She even had a tough spell during the pandemic, which led to some serious health scares. Experts think her substance issues might have played a role in her developing frontotemporal dementia, FTD, a form that hits younger folks. Her son mentioned her doctors linking her condition to alcohol-induced dementia. The docuseries, Where is Wendy Williams?, digs into how her addiction struggles have complicated her life, especially as she deals with FTD and aphasia. Experts say substance abuse can mess with your brain's decision-making, which might have fueled Wendy's challenges. Her addiction's a huge part of her story, shaping the ups and downs she's faced. Now, what's up with Wendy? Well, we know that Wendy kinda got back in the spotlight lately because of all the Diddy drama that we've been seeing. And you know well that Diddy and Wendy have always had a rough history. It all started back in the 90s when Wendy was on a radio gig, and she dropped bombshells about Diddy's personal life. She claimed he was trading favors in Hollywood and hinted at his sexuality live on air. This got her canned from her radio job at Hot 97 in New York, and every other station in the city was told not to touch her.
Puffy Combs' trial has begun, and, you know, prosecutors are saying that Puffy fired at least one gunshot into the ceiling of the nightclub, which is, like, ridiculous. This whole thing happened back, of course, in December of '99. The comment came during the opening statements, and 3 people were injured during a shooting. Of course, Shine and Anthony Wolf Jones, the bodyguard, will also be standing trial. They're also saying that when the gunshots rang out, now whoever threw the, pulled the trigger, whatever, Puffy ran out of the club so fast and got into the waiting SUV that it wasn't until he got into the truck that he realized that he left Jennifer behind, along with his bodyguard, Anthony Wolf. He just, ran. Forget it. That's a true sign of an itch bag, by the way. Leaving his woman.
I thought it was an unk pay.
Well, eventually, Jennifer and Wolf made their way to the SUV without Puffy. Right. They ran 11 lights to elude the cops. Supposedly it was Puffy, although people are saying they saw a female hand tossing a gun out the window. And then when the cops stopped them, they found a second gun, of course, in the car. Right. All 4 of the occupants, the driver, the bodyguard, Puffy, and Jennifer, were handcuffed and taken down to the precinct. And eventually, Puffy and his bodyguard, Wolf, were overheard talking about their plot to bribe the driver to take the rap for the gun. And Puffy was overheard saying, and I quote, because the prosecutor said this, "I can't go to jail, I'm Puff Daddy."
Wendy even said she had scandalous pics of Diddy with another guy in Cancun, but before she could spill more, Diddy got her axed and practically banned her from NY radio. Fast forward to today, Jaguar Wright's interview praises Wendy for calling out what she dubbed homo thugs, specifically pointing fingers at Diddy. It shows how much clout Diddy had back then, blacklisting Wendy like that.
There was a radio personality once upon a time. Her name was Wendy Williams, and she was practically burned at the stake for talking about such. And now it's all come full circle. There were many situations, none of which to talk about, but there were many situations back in the day in my career, and it's all coming full circle now. So
he's only gotten richer and more powerful since. Wendy later hinted on her talk show that a hip-hop mogul, hint Diddy, was behind her firing for exposing his gay status. She didn't name names, but it was pretty clear. Wendy spilled about how much Diddy despised her, sending his girl groups to intimidate her at work. Lucky her boyfriend stepped in, or who knows what would have gone down. Wendy thought she was in the clear once she hit it big on daytime TV, but she slipped up when she started poking at Diddy and Cassie's relationship.
So, Puffy wants Cassie back. Oh, it's been all over social media. He's using it to try to help him, to get support. Cassie posted a photo of herself the other day. Here's the photo. And he commented, "Love you forever." Well, I thought that he was now with a 22-year-old. Or something. Maybe not a permanent girlfriend, but, just snacking around. Puffy posted a picture of Michael Jackson's song, Lady in My Life, and wrote, "If anyone sees Cassie this weekend, please tell her to listen to this song 100 times.
tried to warn us about Diddy's influence and how he can make problems disappear with money. Back then, people brushed it off, but now with Jaguar's interview, it seems Diddy's been greasing palms to stay out of trouble. Remember when Cassie and Diddy split? Wendy called out how he treated Cassie like his possession. Looking back, Wendy wasn't wrong, but we weren't ready to hear it, especially Diddy. Even when he appeared on Wendy's show, trying to bury the hatchet, it felt more like a PR stunt. Diddy clearly wasn't over Wendy's digs. Unless you've been living under a rock, you've seen the roller coaster Wendy's been on. From passing out on live TV dressed as the Statue of Liberty, to strange behavior and memory issues, something's not right. Last year, she left her show due to health problems, revealing she has serious dementia. Fans waited for updates, and her documentary shed light on just how bad things had gotten, exposing people leeching off her and ripping her off. Her family backed her claims, saying she was being exploited. In 2022, Wells Fargo even froze her accounts over suspicions of shady transactions by her team. Wendy had to appoint a financial guardian, but that backfired when they turned out to be stealing from her. Her son and sister spoke out, wondering why strangers were managing her affairs instead of family. Wendy's health issues were compounded by excessive drinking, according to her doctor. Her documentary sparked comparisons to Britney Spears' conservatorship ordeal, highlighting how the industry can control outspoken stars. Despite it all, Wendy continued her Las Vegas gig, raking in millions she couldn't touch due to the conservatorship. Celebs like Dave Chappelle and Kanye West chimed in, sharing their own battles with industry control. It's a wild ride, and Jaguar's interview suggests Wendy might not be exaggerating after all. Her fears about Diddy and the industry may be more spot on than we thought. And what about Ray J?
You went after some older women, bro.
He's good.
Yeah, I'm like,
I love it.
I'm looking at, I'm like,
listen.
Is it true, kid? If I go out of bed, could you?
Shay, you have a fucking book.
My team good, man. The team good, man. Was it the allure of an older woman? It was the fact that somebody was like 15, 20, 30 years older than you. What was your attraction? Was it the name? Was it the allure? What was it?
You know, with an older woman back in the day when I was like 15, 14, I had a girl, she was like 34. I was like 14. How long is that? 14, 20. That's
19, 20 years.
20 years older. What the older woman made me realize was that I was dirty. And I needed to be cleaned. Yeah. I need to be cleansed. I was dirty, right? Literally. Mm-hmm. Dirty-minded. Dirty in the field. And bodily dirty. So my little 30-year-old, like she was, I think, 34. I'm gonna say D. You know what I'm talking about? So I would go over to her house. She had all white. And what happened was she told me to take a shower one day before I got in her bed. So I took a shower. I just rubbed myself. I thought I did. I mean, everywhere. Shit. I get out the shower and I take the white towel and I dry myself off. And the towel, dirty as a... It's still dirty.
Yeah.
I mean, I probably bathed myself drying off better than I did in the shower, right? Towel dirty than a motherfucker. So she started tripping. That ain't how I go. So she put me in the tub in roses and bathed me every night until I got in the bed. And the tub was, I mean, it was unsittable. Nobody could sit in there after that. It was just a pool with the ring around it, really dirty. Yeah. So they really taught me how to be clean. And that's why I love an older woman, because they really just, they like bathed me. They cleansed me of all dirt and all sin back in the day. And I'll never forget them.
You still interested in older women?
I'm old now, so I can't. I don't know. Pussy too old now. we talking 80, 90, you know, like 95. But I love a 95-year-old woman, don't get me wrong. I just don't want to bother her.
Right.
I don't want to bother her. I don't want to mess with her like that right now. Fuck up her day.
In a recent interview on the talk show Club Shay Shay, singer Ray J opened up about a past relationship he had as a teenager with a woman who was nearly 20 years older than him. Ray J stated that when he was around 14 or 15 years old, he dated a 34-year-old woman who he said cleansed him of his dirt and all sin. Ray J recounted how the older woman would have him shower at her home, followed by bathing him in a tub filled with roses. He mentioned that this experience taught him cleanliness and expressed his fondness for older women who took such good care of him, cleansing him thoroughly of dirt and sin in those days. However, when Ray J's comments were shared on social media, many viewers expressed outrage and considered the situation to be a clear case of SA and harassment. They felt deeply disturbed by Ray J's recollection of the relationship and the older woman's actions towards the teenage Ray J. The interview has sparked significant backlash, with people condemning Ray J's statements and the older woman's behavior as completely unacceptable and harmful towards a teenager. The incident has raised serious concerns about the power dynamics and exploitation involved in such relationships between teens and much older adults. As we can see, things are still getting weirded by the day with Ray J. Some are confused, others, not so much. It's been like that with him since the get-go. So, as we've unraveled Wendy Williams' turbulent journey through the highs and lows of fame, it's clear she's been a bold voice in an industry known for its shadows. From her fearless radio days to her controversial revelations about Diddy and beyond, Wendy hasn't shied away from speaking her truth, even when it meant facing backlash and personal struggles. Her story isn't just about celebrity gossip, it's about power dynamics, personal battles with health, and the complexities of fame. Wendy's journey serves as a stark reminder of the industry's dark side, where influence and wealth can silence voices and exploit vulnerabilities. Through it all, Wendy Williams has remained a resilient figure, challenging perceptions and shedding light on issues that often go unspoken. Her journey, marked by controversies, health challenges, and legal battles, reflects larger societal debates about freedom, control, and the price of speaking out. As we reflect on her impact, Wendy's story prompts us to question who holds power in the entertainment world and how voices like hers can shape our understanding of celebrity culture. Whether you agree with her or not, Wendy Williams' legacy is undeniable, a testament to courage, resilience, and the enduring quest for truth in an industry where narratives are carefully crafted and fiercely protected.